Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 4 on Five Nights at Freddy's. So let's just get straight into it. Night 4 is a night that a lot of newer players, obviously, and even experienced players tend to struggle with because it is the first time that all four of the animatronics are fairly aggressive. Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica will all be moving around a lot on this night, so we are going to be using a similar strategy to Night 3, but there are going to be some differences, which I will explain. Chica's already left the stage. Just like Night 3, you're going to want to practice your cam spamming here. Just raise it up and down on the show stage. Don't bother with Pirate's Cove. It's fine. The reason we want to do this so much early, let me go ahead and mute this call. The reason that we want to do this so much early, of course, is to lock Freddy and Foxy in place. I expand on this a little bit more in my Night 3 guide, so you may want to check that out if you're curious about the specifics of how it works. So we're just going to keep doing this. Chica has already left the stage, but it is no big deal. Once we hear footsteps in the right hall, then we will know that Chica is getting close. As unlike Bonnie, Chica cannot teleport and can only move to adjacent rooms, so it is going to take Chica a while. She's now in the kitchen, as you can hear from the sound of pots and pans. So she will be here shortly, but no reason to waste power checking lights until she actually arrives. We can kind of stall Bonnie for a little bit on the stage also doing this. I think he just left. So this is what makes Night 4 different than Night 3 in my opinion, and more difficult by a significant margin. It's not because Freddy and Foxy are more aggressive. As long as you're using this strategy, you're not going to have any problems with them. The main thing is that Bonnie is now activated as early as 12 a.m. as opposed to 2 or 3 a.m. as on Night 3. And I hear pots and pans, so I don't need to check the right hallway right now. But Bonnie does activate a lot earlier than he does on Night 3, which means you are going to have to use more power to check the lights and maybe close the door if he gets close to you. So just keep that in mind. That's going to be the main problem here early, is that Bonnie is going to drain more power than he did on Night 3 by a significant margin. So you are more likely to run out of power on this night if you don't handle yourself optimally. But thankfully, I'm showing you guys exactly how to do that, and we shouldn't have any problem. I would recommend using the light, camera strategy here, as opposed to light, camera, light, camera. It's just much faster to do light, camera. It stalls Freddy and Foxy much more efficiently, and you're going to want to practice this anyway, as we are going to be doing 420 mode soon. Speaking of which, I will be doing a guide on 420 mode very, very shortly, so if you guys are excited to learn how to beat this mode every single time, possibly on your first try, be sure to subscribe to the channel, just so you don't miss that video. It is going to be an absolutely huge one. I'm really excited to make it. Hopefully it's going to help a lot of you guys out there that have struggled with 420 mode over the last few years. Maybe you're brand new to the game, maybe you played back in 2014, but you couldn't beat 420 mode. Either way, I'm going to show you a strategy. It's super beginner friendly and will allow you to win 100% of the time. But back to the task at hand here. This is just what we want to do. We want to go light, camera. If you prefer, every hour or so you can flip over to Pirate's Cove real quick just to check on Foxy, just to make sure he's not moving. As you can see, when I check there, I'll check there again. The curtains are closed, so we are fine. He's not moving out of the curtains just yet, so we are good. The strategy is working just as intended. Freddy's still on the stage, Foxy is still in his curtains, and everything is okay. We haven't even seen an animatronic at the door yet, actually. You may see an animatronic by this point, so just remember, don't panic and close the door. Even though the time to close the door does shrink with every night, it is still more than enough to be able to close the door in time, as long as you don't panic, and as long as you are using this strategy of light, camera, and just repeat this over and over. You will have zero problems with this night as long as you use this strategy and you have decent reflexes. Chica is in the kitchen. I'm going to use that sound cue to save a little bit of power here. No need to check the right light for a few seconds. Now we'll start checking it again. I believe the sound has stopped. Never mind, the sound is still going. I simply misheard it. If you don't think that you hear a sound cue, but you're not sure, it's probably best to start doing whatever you need to do. Like, basically just assume that you're not hearing a sound cue. Once again, the philosophy we use for this game is better safe than sorry. If you heard Chica in the kitchen, but you're not sure if she's in there anymore, if you can't hear the pots and pans very clearly over all the other noises, then it's always best to assume that she left the kitchen. Check on Foxy again. no problemo. He's still in his curtains at 3 a.m., not moving at all. Freddy's still on the stage. We got no problems here. We'll know if Freddy leaves the stage even without seeing him, as we will hear his laugh. Very distinct sound. Can't really mistake it for anything else. But as long as you follow the strategy, once again, Freddy and Foxy will not be able to move at all for the entire duration of the night. I think it's actually rather strange that an animatronic hasn't turned up outside the doorway yet. Typically they do by now. Bonnie or Chica would be there. I hear him in the hallways, so they'll probably show up in a few seconds. Once again, just make sure you don't panic. Make sure you have decent reflexes. You have nothing to worry about. Don't need to worry about Freddy and Foxy as long as you're using the strategy, so just focus on your mechanics. Got some hallucinations going on there. Hallucinations tend to freak out newer players a little bit. Just remember, they actually don't mean anything. They're just a random event that can occur. They don't mean the animatronics are going to get more aggressive. They don't mean you're going to die. They're just a little spooky thing that happens occasionally. It's 4 a.m. Let's check on Foxy again. He is not moving at all. As you can see, everything is going according to plan. All good here. An animatronic is in the hallway, it sounds like. Not sure if that's Bonnie or Chica. Chica is in the kitchen, as you can hear from the pots and pans if you listen closely. We're in a good position right now. We have 41% power left, and it is about midway through 4 a.m. So we are at almost no risk at all of running out of power here. If I wanted to, I could win this night by simply closing the left door and just sitting here for the rest of the night, as Freddy wouldn't be able to get close enough to me to attack in time. And let me show you guys something real quick. So if I were to decide that I wanted to close the left door and I wanted to stop Freddy from being able to kill me, how I would go about it is I would make sure that I was on this camera right here, the East Hall Corner Cam 4B. The reason for this is that if you're looking at that camera, even if you do not have the camera monitor pulled up, I believe that will stall Freddy from moving. He will not be able to enter the office as long as you are looking at the camera he is currently on. And I made a little bit of a whoopsie here because I was just trying to demonstrate to you guys exactly what I would do in a certain scenario that is unlikely to happen. So, Freddy has now moved. Be sure to listen for his laugh. You can figure out where he is a lot quicker than looking through the cameras for him, because he does like to hide, sneaky like that. So I heard his laugh just once, so I know he's in the dining area. There are his eyes right there. There's static, but I did not hear a laugh. That means Freddy is not leaving. It means that either Bonnie or Chica has entered the dining area with him. Not sure who it is or if they're still there. And here's another sound cue real quick that some of you guys may not know about. Keep in mind, this only applies from night 4 onward. This does not happen on the first 3 nights. When an animatronic is in either the West Hall or the East Hall corner, you can hear the same sounds that you would hear while you're having hallucinations, like this kind of robotic garble. You can hear that even if you're not looking at the cameras. And there's Chica out in the dining area, so I need to check the right light here. You will notice that Freddy seems to have disappeared here. No need to be alarmed. We know that since we did not hear his laugh, he did not actually leave. How this game works is it actually cannot load multiple animatronics on the same camera at the same time. So if you can't find an animatronic anywhere, there's a good chance that 2 of them are in the same room. So you do want to be looking at wherever Freddy is. If you do happen to slip up, it's okay. Just know where he goes. He goes from show stage to dining area to restrooms to kitchen to East Hall corner. That's his route. Keep that in mind. Always check where he is. If you want to, you can check Foxy every 1 or 2 hours just to be safe. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide. I hope it helps some of you out there, and I will see you in the next one.
Tell me like a Hellcat.